Take a quick second right now to just look around at the everyday items surrounding you. There is a totally invisible engine running our modern world, and yeah, it's the semiconductor. But right now, we are right in the middle of this massive geopolitical shift to secure the supply of these chips. So today, we are going to unpack India's rapidly rising role in this huge global ecosystem. Think about it for a second. What exactly connects your phone, your laptop, your car, and even that quick little digital tap to pay for your morning coffee? Well, behind every single one of those actions lies a tiny, incredibly complex semiconductor chip that quietly runs everything we do. They aren't just spare electronic parts anymore. They are the absolute foundation of technology, defense, AI, and global economic power. Literally, whoever controls the chips controls the future. Now, what's really interesting is that we are completely busting the biggest myth out there. Even seasoned investors get this wrong. People think there's just a single semiconductor business, like you build a chip, you sell a chip, end of story. The reality? No way. It's actually a massive, super complex, and interconnected value chain. It's like a giant puzzle, and understanding this whole chain is where the real story actually begins. We've got 4 distinct layers to cover today. 1. Design. 2. Manufacturing. 3. Industrial ecosystem. 4. Packaging, also known as OSAT. Let's begin with design. 2. Manufacturing. 3. Industrial ecosystem. This is exactly where the chip is born. Every single chip actually starts out as just an idea in an engineer's mind, creating the brain of the semiconductor world through architecture and code. And here's a huge twist: India didn't just recently enter this game, it is already a major player here. Up to 20% of the world's semiconductor design workforce is based in tech hubs like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Pune, and Noida. So while India might not manufacture all the physical chips quite yet, thousands of engineers are providing massive hidden strength by designing the brains behind them. So why does this matter for broader economics? Well, in the design phase, you don't need billion-dollar factories or massive smokestacks. You are creating architecture, essentially software, and intellectual property, meaning you can reuse that code infinitely. Because of the power of reusable software, you have much lower capital requirements and significantly higher margins. Now let's move to manufacturing. This is the stage where code turns into actual physical silicon. Here, we transition from intellectual property to the brutal physical reality where science meets extreme industrial precision. To build a fabrication plant, or fab, the facility has to be, get this, cleaner than an operating theater. Why? At this microscopic scale, even a single dust particle is like a boulder smashing into a highway. It can literally ruin an entire production run. That extreme difficulty is exactly why fabs cost billions of dollars to build. For decades, India primarily imported and consumed this technology. But that dynamic is rapidly shifting. India is moving from being a technology buyer to becoming an active technology participant. Chips are strategic infrastructure now. Because governments crave supply chain security, India is pushing aggressively into this space. Next comes the industrial ecosystem. Think of this as the skeleton behind the chip. A multi-billion-dollar semiconductor plant simply cannot run in isolation. It needs a massive hidden industrial support structure. To run a fab, you need stable electricity, precision engineering, ultra-clean systems, specialized industrial gases. It's honestly overwhelming, but in a good way, because it proves this is an industrial transformation story of epic proportions. So if we widen the lens a bit, while India may not yet be building the most advanced lithography machines, there is still huge opportunity. Companies like CG Power highlight the opportunity to participate through vital industrial infrastructure, providing electrical equipment, cleanroom technology, and water treatment systems is absolutely crucial to getting this ecosystem off the ground. Finally, we arrive at packaging and testing. This represents India's immediate opportunity. Let's define OSAT clearly. It stands for Outsourced Semiconductor Assembly and Testing. Basically, once a chip is manufactured, it still isn't ready. It must be packaged, tested, verified, and integrated before entering the real world. Historically, packaging was viewed as an unglamorous back-end task. But today, especially with AI chips demanding extreme performance, packaging has become highly sophisticated and critically important. And this explains why OSAT is India's most practical and immediate stepping stone into the global supply chain. Instead of trying to compete immediately at the bleeding edge of sub-nanometer manufacturing, assembly and electronics integration offer a much lower capital barrier. Major players like Tata Electronics, CG Power, and Keynes Technology are aggressively entering this space with strategic plans to grow the domestic ecosystem. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The semiconductor industry is not one monolithic business. It is a highly connected industrial, technological, and strategic system. The future winners won't just be the companies stamping out final silicon. The winners will be designing the technology, building the infrastructure, supporting the factories, integrating the electronics. Investors and observers who understand this full value chain see opportunities long before the story reaches mainstream headlines. India's semiconductor story is still in its opening chapters, but it is accelerating incredibly fast. This is a massive industrial and technological transformation. So what does all this mean? I'll leave you with this question. Beyond the household chip makers, who do you think will be the real future winners of this global race? Keep your eyes on the entire interconnected ecosystem.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.